I always picture myself being valley champ um, when I was in freshman, in my sophomore year, and I used to always ask, how hard is it to get into it, And they'd always tell me, it's pretty difficult, it's not as easy as it sounds. And I was like, damn, because 8th grade it was nothing. We run, and I got there. But this was high school now, and I had to accept that it wasn't going to be given to me. I had to work for it. I had to earn my title, if that's what we'll call it anymore. And one thing I'll never forget when I was in track was having people look up to. There was Puente Brothers. There was Cody Alves that was there, and I remember them always being concentrated. They're always doing something. Now it's like everyone's doing their own thing, and it's something that I kind of see as not focused. We could do way better with what we have now than what we've actually put on the table. The performances that we're showing aren't as positive as they used to be. So when I actually started practicing out there, as a key athlete, the one who could rack up points, I started taking it a little more seriously, because back then I had, about 7 or 8, maybe 10 guys that I could count on that would make the difference. But when that year, 2009, when we actually won the meet in Yosemite, the D2 Valley Championships, I realized that actually your participation counts so much. It's so crucial, because I believe we won by half a point. So if I hadn't gotten whatever place I'd gotten in my event, then that would have critically ruined, our goal that we accomplished successfully. And I kept that with me throughout the year, throughout 2009, 2010, and eventually 2011. I remember sophomore year, we didn't really do as well as we planned, and that's because people started graduating, and we lost key athletes that were really, really a big part of our team. And I think our hope went from here to here, just like that, just because we started seeing other teams succeed more. And when I noticed that, I actually started taking track much more serious, because now I'm trying to get this team that's, I'd say basic to proficient, and I can't just do that in 1 or 2 years. I'm not Bush who could just destroy something, faster than we can build it. I'm like Obama, like a lot of people say. I struggle. I can only help people so much. When they're hurdling, I can only tell them what to do. They have to apply it. That's it. And I wish I could say that to myself, because I do want to accomplish. I do have a lot of goals in life that I want to accomplish, and I have to apply myself. But sometimes I don't. And I've realized that. So one thing that I want to tell you guys, first of all, is a quote that was said by Eric Thomas, quoted by another man in some type of story. I'm not quite too familiar with what it is, but he said, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I completely agree with that, because if you don't put yourself into a position where what you want is what you really want, then you won't really get it. You can't just kind of want something. You just can't kind of win. You either win or you don't. Second place is losers. The only winner is the first place. That's why it's first. They don't have second place gold. That's why when you see me out there on the track on a Saturday, I'm just trying to make myself better, because I do have a goal. I do have a goal of defending my Valley Championship, because now that I have it, it's not going to be easy to keep it, especially twice in a row. Maybe the year after that, but no, it's definitely not going to be easy. Just because I'm a target now. I'm a huge target to those who came in second or third or fourth. So they got me hooked, and I want to tell them, but I don't want to put them on blast, that I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on your ass, because I don't let things go easily. The odds were against me. I'm 5'5", and there's not that many around my height that have been successful in this type of race. It's very complex. You really gotta have the potential. You gotta have the determination. You gotta have the faith in yourself that you're actually gonna win. And that's something that I had. I believed in myself, even when others like Vern didn't believe in me. He always told me that I was going to be losing, and that I was never a winner, and that I was a failure, which I really ain't lying. He really did tell me that, but he told me that in a way of motivating me, because he knew that since long ago, when dinosaurs were still alive, he knew that I was motivated by my own doubt and the doubt of others. But the thing is that in reality, I do not doubt myself, and I definitely don't let others doubt me. And that's what really lifts up my ability to kick it in gear. One thing that I remember doing this year was smiling, and I remember Denise said, when you jump, smile. It helps, and it's true. When it came to the race, it didn't only help me in my race and in jumping, but it helped me in winning. And that's something that I appreciate her putting into my head, because it's true. When I was coming to that last straightaway, I kind of grinned, but I couldn't, because I had this like frowny face, because I was so tired. But I just kind of I grinned just a little bit right when I saw the third place man, and then the second place. And when I came to the first place guy, second to last hurdle, it was amazing, because I just felt that rush of adrenaline, because when you get ready to run, you're full of adrenaline, and then as you're running, you lose it. But to gain that during a race, that's what really helps you. And I didn't know it was possible. You get that nervous feeling again, and it's in a split second, because once you finish, it's all over. All that adrenaline is gone, because you're not nervous anymore. You're done. So that's one thing that I appreciate, and I appreciate Coach Henson, because he's been around 47 some years. I wouldn't doubt if he coached Da Vinci. He's been here that long, and I've had the honor and privilege to be beside him and his assistants here at Selma High School, because they are the best that I have ever worked with. Plus I haven't worked with anybody else, and I don't imagine myself working with anybody else but them. them or nothing. You know, I don't plan on taking track and field into college, but who knows? You know, I mean, my life is full of surprises. Honestly, it really is, and whether I can keep up with the crowd at a college level, that I don't know. Whether I'll be doing hurdles, that I don't know. But I'm making this for a reason. You know, I'm just here to say thanks to everyone that I really never thanked before. I've kind of ignored some that have really taught me a lot, even though it hasn't seemed that way. But hey, I learned from everyone. You know, first person I want to thank is Cesar Sanchez. You know, Milo. He's my man right there. He's the guy that's always trying to make everything harder for me by saying that he's better than me. Which come on. I'm just joking. But yeah, he is pretty good at what he does. You know, we all are. We all have this specific area. And then there's Jose. He's always trying to help me out with everything. You know, he's always there for me. He's my neighbor. He's my neighborino. But he's a good guy. You know, he's always keeping things positive for me. You know, I always have said that I might not win. You know, if I don't win, oh well. He's like, you're gonna win. You're a boss. You know. And I'm like, dude, you're the boss. Come on, look at, you got swag. I just got legs. You know, that's all I got for me. And there's someone else. There's someone else that I just. Oh, there's Michelle. You know, she's always been really nice and always just a heck of a coach. You know, always smiling. You know, there was hardly ever a time where I didn't see her with a big laugh on herself. You know, she was never really serious because that's really who she wasn't. You know. And then there's Jen, who was always next to her. Shrimp, my shrimp. Yeah, her. Shrimp crew. And then there's my 4x4 team. Dante, Rizzo, and oh crap, who's the third guy? I have no idea. I think it was Trevor. Oh yeah, and Giovanni. Yeah, that guy. But you know, we were good. You know, we kind of struggled in some parts. I don't understand how we dominated in Danuba, but then came in 6th in championships. You know, I don't understand it. I probably never will. Henson says it's the blood that we were donating, but I donated blood. I did just fine. Things like that are always a mystery. And I just want to say I look forward to running with you guys this year. You know, I've been confused the last 3 or 4 months. You know, whether or not I was going to go back to Selma High, whether or not I was going to graduate. But this is my answer. You know, I'm gonna run with you guys. You guys obviously know it's a spring sport, so I gotta be there spring. I can't just go back to Kingsburg, you know what I'm saying? So there's my answer, you know. I'm gonna graduate with Selma High, and I look forward to seeing all my friends again because they're a big factor in my life. You know, I've always said I don't have friends, I don't believe in friends, but who am I kidding? You know, those are the only people you got in high school, friends. You obviously want to get away from your parents, you know, because they're like up in your spine, man. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They're always pulling back your little hairs. It's like, ugh, leave. But hey, I appreciate them too because they've done a lot for me this past year, and it's amazing how they sacrifice what they have for what I need or what I want. So thanks you guys. Thanks Selma High, and thanks Selma High Track. You guys are awesome. Peace out.